Hi, this is Wilna Furstenberg and I'm bringing you the capture video of the day, and this is one of the spreads that we're going to make. So I was thinking while I was preparing for the video that I'm not really a Project Life scrapbooker. However, I did a Project Life album not too long ago for my little photography business, and I just wanted to keep a record of all the photo shoots that I've done, and I just created this album. I still have to write in it and just finish it off. I want to write the date of the sessions and who the clients were, and this literally took me an hour. So actually what I wanted to say is I'm not 100% new to Project Life. I'm very excited to bring you this video and a little insight into my process. So earlier in the month I did a photo shoot for my eldest girl Tia and her 4 best friends, and I got the photos printed on a 12 by 12 inch page because I wanted to use the 6 by 6 squares, and I didn't want to print it at home because I had other orders to do. So I just used Photoshop and I added 4 photos on a 12 by 12 inch page and I got them printed. And right now I decided to just trim them a little smaller because I want them to mount them on a white background with photo corners. So this is the easy way to get something printed in 6 by 6, is just to add 4 of them on a 12 by 12 inch page. So I'm just trimming them with my paper trimmer, and I'm going to then, like I said, mount them on white paper. Right, and here's my paper, and I'm trimming this a true 6 by 6 inch, and I'm just using white heavyweight cardstock. And now I'm just going to use photo corners and add the photos to the background. So the reason why I want a broad white border is because it's going to be a relative busy page. I just wanted it to be a little calmer and simpler, and I wanted some white space on the page. So I'm just using photo corners that I got at my local craft store, and I'm just going to add them to the photos like you can see and stick it down on the white cardstock. The one thing that I love about this Project Life page spread that I make is really how simple it is compared to a traditional scrapbook page. How incredibly less is the cleanup. So there's it's very simple and sweet, and I'm looking forward to start doing more pocket scrapbooking, even if it's not on a daily basis or a weekly basis. But for instance, a photo, can you believe that corner? But anyway, a photo shoot like this is perfect for Project Life because I want to include a lot of photos, and then the pocket scrapbooking is perfect for that. So once you've done with all your pages and photos, adding the corners, we are going to go ahead and just slip them into the pockets. And you can see that I'm using black and white photos opposite diagonally, and then color photos. And now I'm going to just place these little embellishments that I want to use on the front cover. And this is a cut file that will be available on 2 Peas in a Bucket soon. All the months that I just wrote out with a paintbrush and made into cut files. And I think it's so nice to have these big months that you can cut out with your silhouette or die cut system and just use them on any project really, but especially this Project Life or pocket scrapbooking idea. So I'm just outlining the month of March here. I'm using Becky Higgins Project Life pens, which I love, and I just wanted to give it a little bit more dimension, so that it stands out a little bit more. This is by no means perfect, but it's perfect for me, I guess. So this is more or less what I want to do, but now I decided to take a little bit of gesso and just paint on the plastic, and I'm just going to a very simple layer. Now this works well, but it will scratch off if it scratches. So I think important here is that I'm going to be covering up the gesso with the elements, so it will protect it a little. And then, you know what, if it scratches off over time, I'm not going to cry about it at all. So I'm just going to put that away and let it dry, and then continue on to the next layout. So for the next layout, I'm going to use the 4 6x4 inch photos and the 4 3x4 inch pockets. So I'm just going to slip those in. You can see the Friends one is also a printable that I made for 2-piece in a bucket. And what I do is whenever I work on a project, I love to design products especially for this project. So I painted those proteas and I made it into cut files for this project, and I created a lovely set of words that you can use for die cutting that has a Friends theme to it. Friends, smile, laugh, play. There's a couple of other words, but they are nice and big and they cut out beautifully. So if you want to check it out in the 2-piece store, and also those circles, laugh, that I'm just slipping into on the wood veneer is also part of the Friends printables. And then another thing is those cards that I made for also on 2-piece in a bucket. You can find them for every month, a little card with just the dates, the days, not really dates. Another little protea card, also part of the printables. That printable has 8 4x6 cards, 3 4x3 cards, and then those circles. So it's jam-packed. And then I'm just using another 3x4 card. I'm not actually sure where it comes from. And I'm going to layer it with a flourish and a cut file that I made for 2-piece as well. And I'm just using my tiny attacher to staple that together. If you haven't seen it, I made a little video where I explained the silhouette print and cut feature that I actually mastered. I'm very proud of myself, and it's really, I'm demystifying it. I'm showing you in that video how easy and simple it is. So it will be in this on this page. I will just have a second video where I explain the print and cut feature of the silhouette, which is fantastic. And once you decide to do it, you will love these printables because you can print and cut them out. So that's how simple this is. The wood veneer is a 2-piece exclusive. Be inspired. I just love that. And now I'm just going to add Embellishments little things here and there. That paperclip arrow, and some of the puffy stickers, which I love, and just little things to make it super interesting. Little arrow, I love these little puffy stickers. I think they're so fresh and fun. You can see on the March card I circled the date, the 7th. That's when we took the photos, and I think those cards are really cute to use in your anywhere actually, but especially for pocket scrapbooking, because I love the simplicity of them. I actually saw something similar, but it was on a big scale, and I wanted to make something in a smaller scale. So the Friends card I printed out on watercolor paper, and I don't know if you can see it, but it has a beautiful texture to it, and really the video, even a photograph, does not do it justice. So I'm just going to write on that card a little note to Tia, and then I'm going to do more journaling on one of the other cards. So in the end I decided to print my journaling, and I'm using one of these cards by Dear Lizzie. And what I did was I printed my journaling out on the computer, and now I'm just going to place it over the card. I'm just going to place it over the journaling, and I'm going to use washi tape to secure it, and then I'm going to run it through the printer again, and it works fantastic. It's a very good idea. Also, the washi tape comes off beautifully, so it won't tear your paper. And the only thing you have to figure out is, do you have to place your card face down in your printer or face up? Every printer is differently, so I know for this one, this specific, I'm using a different printer here. I just had to place it face down. So I'm just going to put it in my printer and run it through. And here you can see the result is that it printed perfectly. So I'm just going to remove the washi tape, and then I'm going to slip the card into the pocket. Right, and now I'm almost done. I'm just going to use one or two little things and just embellish it a little bit more. Funny enough, I think my approach to project life, and this might change in the future, or pocket scrapbooking, is less is more. I love the idea of those quiet spaces. For instance, that single protea, and that was why I made those cards. There are 3 of them, and they're really beautiful, and I think they can work beautifully if you do something really elegant with it. So back to the other page, and now it's dry, and I'm just going to add my title and just place a couple of things, and I'm going to layer it with I Heart You, another die cut, and a little bit of color, a flare. The flare is a 2-piece exclusive, and then one of the protea circles that you can get the downloads from. I'm not 100% sure when those will go on sale, but just look in the 2-piece store, they will be on sale soon. So now I'm just seeing where it will work, and I love that cluster of embellishments, and now I'm going to just adhere them with double-sided tape. And for me, the easiest way is just to take a scrap piece of paper, and then we're going to just adhere the tape runner tape to the back of the letters, and that way you won't get glue everywhere. So just be careful when you add it to the back, because you can see the words can move. So like that shouldn't happen. So I'm just using 2 strips there. And then 1 strip under I Heart You. I always get it wrong. I'm so useless with stuff like that. Anyway, so that's an easy way to adhere tape to the back of a word. And I'm going to use a little pop dot for the flare. And then I'm going to look through my stash and add 1 or 2 more. 1 more little, okay, 2, an arrow and that little camera, because I want something dark just to pop it. And that's a beautiful puffy sticker. And there is 1 page and the other page. And novice that I am, I made one of the 2 pages on the wrong side. So I have to change that when I put it into the album. You can see the holes are facing one way on both of them, which is wrong. So it's fine, I'll just fix that. And there's the page. I'm very happy with it. I love the big page with the big photos, and then the opposite page which has some serious quiet and white places, and I just love that. So thank you so much for watching my first Project Life or pocket scrapbooking video. I will be bringing you more of those as time goes on, and I will have a layout as well on 2 Piece in a Bucket this coming week, I think on Saturday. So I'm going to make another one right now, and I think I might be hooked on this. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.